Play the meme of this video.
You want to poke it?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
Now play that intro.
Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood raps take you back.
Okay, folks, so I'm going to try to watch this episode of The Dragon Prince before the daylight goes away. Right now, that's what we're working with. We got natural daylight coming in as opposed to that big old bright light. We're at the location where airplanes fly overhead, but that's okay. It doesn't stop us anyway. So, The Dragon Prince, Season 1, Season Final. This is the last episode of Season 1, and that is Episode 9. And these are short seasons for The Dragon Prince, so that works out. Maybe, just maybe, I might focus, well, I better not say that because we got Infinity Train coming very, very fast down the rails. So, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. So, yes, over on the board, yes, I still got that quote up there. I don't want to survive, I want to live. The captain from Wally. So, yes, don't just survive your life, live your life. So, yeah, great quote. Y'all know how I do it. Positivity, spread it out there. So, tap that button right there. Let's get ready for The Dragon Prince. Season 1, Episode 9, the final episode of Season 1. Maybe we'll have something happen here. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to set something up for Season 2. But yeah, where we last left off, Ez was trying to say that, you know, there ain't going to be some healer up there, and, you know, I'm presuming maybe the dog told him? I'm not quite sure there. After I watched the episode, and then when I was editing episode 8, I was kind of like, okay, so the dog must have told him that there is no healer up there. What's going on here? So, yeah, we got about 3 or 4 storylines going on at the same time. So let's see if we can find like a small conclusion to something going on in this last episode of the season and set us up for Season 2. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, I just thought of that. It is going to be a drastic change in animation from Season 1 to Season 2. I'll get used to it. Alright. Headphones are on. We know what we're doing from here. 3, 2, 1, and play. Okay, so now that I'm caught up on everything from the previously on, let's jump right into this. Book 1, Moon, Chapter 9, Wonderstorm. And if I'm correct, Wonderstorm is the production company? I think I remember always seeing that in front of it.
There is no miracle healer. I've always been different. It's hard for me to make friends with other kids. I just feel like I don't fit in.
That's okay. Fitting in is boring anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
But with animals, somehow I have this connection.
So Ezrin said that a group of raccoons had told him there was a treasure hidden behind a waterfall. But when I went through the waterfall, did I find a treasure?
No.
But did my underwear get soaked?
Yes.
Yes.
Case closed.
The raccoons were being mischievous. I have since learned you cannot trust raccoons.
Obviously,
Ridiculous. See,
they wear
this is
masks
why
on their
I can't make
eyes.
friends.
Callum, back off. The shortest mountain.
Oh.
So now I'm not even sure you got.
See, if it was coming from a dad, it'd be funny. But
Look, just to double
dad jokes don't work if you're not a
you have
dad.
everything you need for your weird spell, right?
Yeah, of course.
So either this is a really weird spider or there's a mummy? Whoa.
Hello? Someone in there?
Before it gets you too.
Okay.
I'm not leaving you. Don't worry, just hang on.
There's nothing inside. Oh.
Probably better if we can go around.
don't think there is an around. We need to
Okay,
push through.
but why don't you ask Ez what Ava just said? Whatever.
All right, let's find out what made this.
Oh. That's a weird, creepy looking spider right there. And a big one. Okay.
Fulminous. Did I get it? Where'd it go? Oh, I feel like it's in
That
my
was too
hand.
easy.
Really?
Wait a second. Something's not right. In a good way this time.
I know it's late, but there's
So
something
obviously he
so
can understand the
invigorating about
animal.
Climbing a mountain at midnight. The moon
Is it going to help him?
Claudia, I think your horse just...
Wasn't the horse.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm disgusted. And a little impressed.
Yeah. Same here,
What should we
actually.
do? We could turn back and try to find another way up the caldera. It's fun. Try screaming at him.
No, just scream at him. Go, ah!
It won't do anything.
You're right.
You have to do the thing.
Here? Now?
Huh? What's the thing? Okay. Is this like a phoenix or something? No, not a phoenix. What, is it the miracle healer? Is it an elf?
Oh no, she's a moon mage, an illusionist.
Ah.
Can't heal anything.
This is like Wizard of Oz.
I am no healer. I am Lujane, guardian of the Moon Nexus.
Oh, she's hurt.
She's perfect.
Oh, it's been an illusion the whole time. I'm just getting it.
To help you, I created an illusion. A leg that others would see and feel, even though it wasn't real.
But the help we
I had a
need-
three-legged dog once. He was the most awesome dog ever.
It's the egg of the Dragon Prince.
Sky dragons can only be born in the eye of a storm. The weather is clear for miles.
Okay, so there's a real storm
That can't be.
inside
There
your
has to
little
be a way
ball
to save
thingy
it.
there, Callum.
I'm sorry.
What if I know what I have to do.
What do you have to do, though? Ooh. I was kind of expecting him to bust that. But at the same time, I wasn't. Okay, so.
Hold on, Rayla!
Oh. Oh. And the eye of the storm. There we go. Okay, I will admit, I have been on Netflix and I have seen a thumbnail of what I think is the baby dragon prince. I'm not sure, but I think I have. What? Come on, what happened? Uh-oh. Oh. That is so much cuter now that it's moving.
Come on, Bait.
I did see a thumbnail,
His eyes are stuck.
but it's so much cuter
You need to
with
let
it
go.
moving. It sees Bait first, and it's going to believe Bait to be his mother, I bet. Ah! As much as I thought it would be nice for her to lose her hand, that is so satisfying. Wow. Well, I see that I got another spot where I have to go search Season 1, Dragon Prince, reverse words. Ooh, them eyes are creepy. Let them know. Oh, you are getting so freaking creepy, Virum. I hope I got his name right. I want to watch all these little pictures that come through, but I'm just going to take it off and possibly watch it during editing or something. I don't know. But yeah. This was really, really satisfying for it to be a Season 1 final. I'm really satisfied. I'm satisfied that even though I would have really liked to see, I don't know why it would have been nice to see her, not see her hand fall off, but know that, you know what, she accepted the consequences for this binding onto her hand, and her hand fell off. I figured it would still, that would be such a fitting way of her accepting the consequences and learning to cope with things, even with, learning to cope with pretty much the consequences of what she decided to do. And then, the consequences of her going against it and actually following her conscience. Granted, yes, she made a pact with him, but she knew the right thing to do. And if there's consequences for doing the right thing, so be it. That would have been great to see her go through with those consequences. But at the same time, after the Dragon Prince hatched from the egg and then rips that binding off of her, that was really satisfying, and I liked it. Granted, yes, that's why I did try to let y'all know I did see a picture of the Dragon Prince, because, when I am at home, I do, and some once in a blue moon, like for Season 3 of Stranger Things, I'll even go on the phone and kind of go through and, watch, Netflix and stuff like that. But usually when I'm at the house, I'm flipping through, I ended up seeing a picture of the Dragon Prince, because I guess maybe he's in Season 2 a lot more. Obviously, he's hatched. But, yeah, that's why I admitted that ahead of time. I'm like, yeah, I did see the Dragon Prince and a picture of him, but it was a still image, and then once he's moving around, that kind of adds so much more character. That was kind of surprising. I expected a cute little thing like I saw, but for it to move around kind of like a dog and have a few little grunt noises in there kind of like a dog was so much more adorable and fun. So, yeah. And then we didn't get no conclusion, of course, because you got to have something for season 2, right? So our big thing for this episode was, you know, the Dragon Prince, the egg hatched. And we didn't have no other conclusions. We had the big resolution of Rayla's hand, and we also had the conclusion of the egg. But the loose ends that we got now is Viram and his kids trying to go after him. And on top of that, the, wish I could pronounce her name, but the boy's aunt, I can't wait to see more of her. She's obviously got to be in there because she's got somebody else following right behind them as well. And I believe that this fella that she's got following behind them has probably seen and got to know them from afar and a distance, and has probably become an ally since he hasn't attacked again, because he probably sees and has probably gone to their aunt to say, hey, look, you know, she's no threat to them, she's a friend, she's this, she's that, she's a pretty skilled fighter too, you know, and that was with a bum arm. So yeah, I believe that the aunt and the person that she's got following them is probably going to be an ally for them. So now it seems like, I guess in season 2, we're going to be trying to take this Dragon Prince to the Dragon Queen. So then on top of that, I'm wondering, do we possibly... I mean, I understand we got to get from there to there, and now we got the added dynamic of a, you know, an infant pretty much in a sense. So that's going to change the dynamic, and I'm just, once the Dragon Prince gets there, are they going to, well, I don't think, is there any other dragons in the land? If there was more dragons in the land, I could see them not, you know, kind of being like, well, we don't know this dragon from nothing. But I'm pretty sure there's no other dragons in the land, so they got... Yeah, that little baby dragon's probably going to be like, okay, this is the only baby dragon. They found the egg, they hatched the egg, and, oh, darn. That means Callum doesn't have any magic no more. So that little ball, like he said, it's all because of that little ball. So he's going to have to learn stuff on his own now. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic for season 2 as well. So yes, I am thoroughly impressed with the first season. I wish we could keep the animation style. But from what I know, the animation style is going to go a little bit smoother and a little bit crisper with more frames per second. So that'll take a little bit getting used to for me, because I actually like this animation. Other than that though, yeah, let's wait for season 2. Hopefully I can get to the first episode next week and all that good stuff, and we could just roll through this. But with Infinity Train coming on the rails here fast with us, I don't know. So yeah, I am done. It is that time. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are. I do.